Hello and welcome in. This is Divination Rainbow. Thank you so much for joining in today, and welcome back to all of my friends who are returning. Today we have a fun pick a card reading, and it's going to be all about love. What is coming up in your next chapter in love, and how is it all going to unfold? I'm going to be using a different deck for each reading today. So go ahead and take a look at these cards, and whichever one is really drawing you in, that is going to be your pile. Pile 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead and take a second and figure out which one you would like to choose. I am going to put the timestamps in the video description and perhaps a pinned comment as well. So definitely I will see you over there. All right, welcome into all of those of you who chose pile 1. We're going to go ahead and take a look now into what is coming up for you in your next chapter of love and romance. How is all of that going to unfold? So let's see what's coming up. I hope you are enjoying yourself so far today. Maybe recently just going through a time with like a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fear and worry, overthinking, loss of sleep, bad dreams. But all of that is coming to an end now with this Nine of Swords in the reverse. So there could have been a stressful time, or maybe it could have even been like dating. And now it could be getting ready to get better because someone's getting ready to come in. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm seeing so far, but let's get a little bit more. Let's get one more for this, what's coming up. Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to take the two that are face up. This is some really strong, fiery energy, the way those cards just flew out. And then this is the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands here. Interesting. I'm going to kind of take those as a couple since it was just those two cards that came out together. But this is definitely something that feels very new with these two cards, and it's coming to you quickly. It's going to be very grounding. It's going to have a lot of stable energy to it with that King of Pentacles there. I love to see that. So yeah, I'm seeing right away here what's coming in this next chapter is going to be a closing of a cycle of having maybe a little bit of anxious thinking, a closing of a cycle of being in a time where there may have been energy around you that was causing you loss of sleep, having to take breaks more often than usual from activities that you enjoy because you were perhaps in a worry mentality or a state of maybe even I just heard fear for some, maybe in a situation that made you somewhat fearful. But I see there is an energy moving towards you now of a much more stable type of energy, an energy that has a much more grounded vibe. And this energy is not only grounded, but it's also very strong. It's also very powerful. And it could be even what's helping you to overcome a little bit of this stressful type of energy. That is, once again, the Nine of Swords in reverse. So that's something that you have recently come out of or that you are avoiding and working through. All right. And then with this Knight of Wands and this Page of Wands here, I see that this is something that is very desirable, very fiery, very passionate, and it's coming to you rather quickly. It's absolutely with the page likely to be something new. It could also be a brand new beginning, but I am strongly feeling a very new energy here. All right. So let's go in a little bit further now and see how all of this is going to unfold. This new path. What can we see about how this new path is going to unfold in love. Ooh, interesting. Maybe that's why you were recently having a little bit of stress in your mind, because in the past there was an individual or a situation that left you feeling like you had been, like, I just heard, made the fool. So whoever whoever would say that expression, this is for you. But yeah, made the fool. Somebody played a trick on you, kind of pulled the wool over your eyes a little bit and had you in a situation where they maybe even took something from you. Now we see this Queen of Cups coming in right underneath this King of Pentacles. So I do see you in an energy of being restored and ready to be able to kind of use your intuition to guide you into making those choices and trusting yourself to being open to love. But it's not going to be easy. Something that you have a strong desire to do. And with that strong desire, it actually is also going to require quite a bit of hard work and definitely a push and a pull energy here as well, of somebody who has a strong desire to come towards you. But you could maybe even have like avoidant attachment style, or be borderline in that way of just not wanting to open up too much too quickly. But I do see that you are going to be brave here. It's just going to require work. Yep. Oh my God. I love when that happens. Yeah, because now we have the Fool and the Empress. So you are going to be brave here. You are going to take a chance at this new beginning, at this awesome new beginning. And you are going to be strong. You're going to be very strong, because the Empress always comes out on top. That's awesome. What a beautiful, beautiful next chapter. Let's go ahead now and pull through some angel number guidance to assist with adding any additional clarity to this reading. And also, these might be some angel number synchronicities for you as well. What else can we see that will help to add some additional clarity to this love reading for everyone in group number 1? Looking so good. I love the way this looks for you. It looks so good. So just definitely with that 7 of Swords and now getting this 1321 awareness, right? Being able to be in a situation where you can be comfortable. And that's going to come about by remaining aware of your surroundings, by being aware of yourself, and also by kind of being able to be aware of those times when it's like, is this how I'm actually intuitively feeling, or is this my ego playing tricks on me? All right. So I am getting that for someone. And then we have the infinity symbol here as well. I'm seeing that as like an infinite potential with whatever this is that's coming in. If you are able to really be heart open, like we see with this Queen of Cups, and use that intuition once again, because that water energy is also carrying a lot of wisdom and intuition. Yeah, and just keeping yourselves accountable. And when I see this accountability card, I think of a couple of different things, but one thing I think of for sure with that accountability piece is when you are going to hold yourself accountable, you can do that consistently enough. And when you do, you can start to hold other people accountable too, right? Because when you hold yourself accountable, you can hold the people around you accountable as well. You know, kind of talk that talk, walk that walk, baby. All right. Awesome. That was really exciting. I love to see that. All right, my group 1s. Thank you so much for joining in with me today. And at the very end of this video, I am just going to like overall pull some charms for all 3 groups. So if you want, you can go ahead to the timestamp to that. But if this is where you are leaving off, please do take good care of yourself. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Welcome in to those of you who are joining in for group 2. We are going to go ahead and get started at looking into your next chapter in romance and love. We're going to go ahead and see what is coming towards you in the energy and how all of this is going to unfold. All right. Whoa, that came out immediately. It's the Emperor. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I put that so far up on the table either. Wow. Eesh, that caught me off guard. This might catch you off guard. Aries energy here, a very strong energy here. Then this Queen of Wands. This could be a love that you have been manifesting in for yourself. All right. This also is something that is going to be very fiery, very passionate. It's going to feel really magical. Oh my gosh. And it is a beautiful new type of beginning where you're going to be really learning a lot about each other, taking time, really just kind of enjoying that time together, being in each other's company, letting love grow. hmm and learning about each other during that time. If I don't know if I said that yet or not. Taking time to be patient with each other. Some inner child healing going on here as well. All right. So how's this going to unfold for you? You guys could be two people from completely different places, from completely different parts of the world. I'm seeing a lot of mountains in these here as well. Wow, this is really interesting stuff. You guys have probably like one of the best love readings I've done in so long. The Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, coming right underneath this Queen of Wands. Whoever you are, you have such a strong energy. You are such an independent type of free person. You are such a prosperous individual. Things just kind of blossom in your presence. And maybe even you yourself, your energy is just so bright that it's kind of like a flower blossoming. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing here with this Ten of Pentacles a great opportunity here unfolding for fulfillment, spending time together, sharing in joy and making memories, some abundance of love, abundance of material security, being able to continue to be free as the independent and grounded individuals that you and this individual as well are likely to be. And then I see a time here of just really having a deep hope, real clarity as you move forward together, as you learn more about each other with this Page of Pentacles and then the Two of Wands right underneath. The more information that you gather, it's filling you up with hope. You're being restored in a way. It's bringing a lot of clarity to how you want to pursue the future as well. Wow. That's so cool. I love to see that. That's like so I'm still trying to get over the way the Emperor card came out and then immediately with the 10 and then the 9 of Pentacles. Also, let's just pause for a moment and say that this has a lot of earth and fire energy and like the perfect balance of such. Because we have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands and then the Page of Pentacles. So fire, fire, earth, and then we have earth, earth, fire on the bottom three cards of the spread. So the two of you could really be mirroring each other when you are moving through this energy and through this stage in this chapter. And I also could see the two of you just really balancing each other out. All right. There's someone who's really fiery, really passionate. There's someone who's a little bit more grounded, more practical. And that's really nice to see as well. This could be not so much of an opposites attract kind of situation, but a complementary couple. Two individuals who complement each other really well. Beautiful. And it's going to also, through this inner child healing, restore a lot of self love and feeling of self worth, not through the connection, through the inner child healing. I want to be very clear about that because you're not ever going to be able to restore or grow your self worth through another person. All right. So, with all of this beautiful information, these angel numbers are going to be for you. These could be number synchronicities that are already going to resonate with you, but it's also going to provide some additional guidance into this look ahead that we've been taking so far. All right. So, we got awareness, infinity, and authenticity. These two cards came out in the first pile, which is super interesting because I shuffled the deck very well in between. So there could be some messages there for you as well. And I would also say that this seems like something that has a time to really grow and develop into something expansive, but it's going to come through by being able to present the best version of yourself when it's needed. I see you and this person really learning how to lean in and rely on each other when it calls to do so and when it feels right. And I also see the two of you being able to balance out in a way where you are also giving each other space when it's needed and kind of being able to feel through that. This infinity sign right now is really bringing me in like the number 8, like abundance, but also I am feeling balance, right? Because this seems like something that's going to restore some energetic and emotional balance into both of your lives. That is so beautiful. That is what I am able to pull through for you, my group number 2. But I will let you know, I am going to pull some charms at the very end. I will include a timestamp for you. So, absolutely, I would say if you feel called to do so, go and check that out. Otherwise, we will leave off here for today. And until the next time when I see you again, please do take good care of yourself. Bye for now. Hello, group 3, and welcome in. We are going to be taking a look today into your love and romance energy and how this next chapter that is coming in is looking. We're going to take a look at how everything is going to unfold for you. And then we'll pull through a little bit of additional guidance with some angel numbers. I'm kind of getting a little bit of energy already as somebody who is like very purpose driven and very on their goals. So I'm interested to see what's going to come through for you, pile 3. Interesting, the 8 of Wands. It could be love at first sight. It could be something where it's literally love at first sight, but it's going to happen fast. All right, what else can we see here? Oh, wow, interesting. So it's also at the same time going to be something where you're kind of starting out with, maybe this is even something where you've been thinking about it for a while, thinking about getting back out there, and you're going to be starting back out, doing something new, maybe trying something different, trying a different way. And it's going to be super unexpected. It's going to kind of maybe catch you in a situation where you are completely startled, but it could end up being a really positive thing where you're thinking about doing things in a new way and it just brings in a completely unexpected positive change. It puts you in the type of situation here where you maybe even a little bit caught up in that energy. And as it unfolds, I see you maybe even losing sight of a little bit more of your informed side, a little bit more of the part of you that would be looking for usually answers and information. You're kind of getting caught up in that energy. And it's also a caution that because it's happening so quickly, not to lose clarity over the situation, to remain in control. All right. Some Leo energy here as well with the strength card. And I'm seeing that as really also a call to just be calm. That's part of the reason why I took a pause, just because I wanted to make sure that I point out. I'm also seeing that as kind of like don't stress. Keep it together, because this has you like a little frazzled. All right, and what else can we see about how this is going to unfold, please? Wow, in a beautiful way. It's going to end up having potential to be a really stable connection. This, I didn't use this same deck, but the 10 of Pentacles came out in pile 2 as well. So there may be some messages for you there as well. But definitely, I would say for this, I'm seeing a lot of abundance. I'm seeing a overflow of love in this connection. And I'm also seeing people who are able to enjoy quality time together in comfort. All right. there's going to be stability around you. And I can see that you are the type of person who does things passionately, but you generally like to put thought and consideration into your actions and act from a place of stability. And just know that as this next chapter unfolds for you in romance, I do see you reaching a point here where you are able to have that type of energy around you, where you are able to have a calm environment that is comfortable, an environment that feels very fulfilling, sharing quality time with others, and being in a very balanced and fulfilling, abundant type of connection or relationship there. And definitely there's got to be some kind of dog, because I know this is a lion, right? It's the strength card, but it looks a lot like a dog to me. And then there's a brown dog here as well in those two cards, like back to back. Some dogs here. I love it. This is like a giant Pomeranian. Not really. It's obviously um, a lion. But anyway, yeah, that's really interesting. Oh, and it happens so quickly. And you know what else is kind of cool? This individual right here is the same person that we see here upside down in the Two of Wands. So that tower moment, this is definitely a little bit of a call to not lose sight of your clarity, right? All right, now let's see what angel number guidance. There may be some synchronicities with these angel numbers here for you as well today that we can pull through. Purpose. So I told you I felt like you were a really purpose driven, goal oriented type of person. That is just a synchronicity there, but also I'm getting like a very lucky type of energy with the two sevens. Some divine timing here also with the sevens. Playfulness. Wow, how crazy is it, guys, that these colors are like literally synchronizing at the same time with the playfulness and the purpose? Let's see if we can get one or two more. Oh, that one wanted to flip. Wasn't meant to be, because we ended up getting two more, and they're literally the best cards you could get. I told you I was seeing lucky energy, and you got alignment. 222. This could be a really, really blessed connection, and it's going to be restoring some balance in your energy as well, which is good to see after that little bit of a, I just heard swoopsie doo, which I don't know what that means, but after that upheaval is what I was actually going to say before I heard the swoopsie doo. Mm-hmm. Luck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that green. There's a lot of love here. The green and the pink, open communication, balance, harmony, ability to really bring things to the next level, divinely blessed, and divine timing. That's everything that's coming through here in this numerology. This is really nice to see. I feel like all three groups had really beautiful positive messages, which I love to see for this collective. I'm going to do some charm casting here at the very end, just for all three piles, just overall, what can we see in the collective energy? But if you're not going to stick around for that, I would just say thank you so much for taking the time to join in for this reading today. I always appreciate your presence here, and until we see each other in the next one, take good care of yourself. Bye bye for now. All right, everyone, and we're going to go ahead now and pull some charms just to go ahead and go a little bit deeper into the collective energy that we saw in our love readings today. There were some synchronicities in between the three piles, which was really fun and interesting to see how that kind of aligns. So I'm sure that we can find some synchronicities here as a collective as well that tie in and resonate with the readings that we've done so far. So let's go ahead. Normally we get two scoops, but today I'm going to get three. So bear with me for just a moment. I'm going to go right in. That's a big one. So is that one. The second scoop is usually small, but maybe there's more people watching today. I see the letter J. I think it's the umbrella though. The umbrella has been hanging around. All right. Just made me think of that song, Hanging Around Downtown by Myself. Wow. Love you to the moon and back. Calculator. Someone could be like into finance and accounting. Two calculators. How is that even possible? Ooh, a happy home. A lion. Someone definitely a Leo. We saw the strength card too in pile 3. Baseball. A fairy. Ooh, someone here very magical. We did see the Queen of Wands in pile 2. There's that umbrella that I thought was a letter J, and it has a daisy on it. Someone here could have a birthday in the month of April, or an important date coming up in the month of April. A hammer and a wrench. This is definitely something that you're going to be willing to take time to work on. Got a standing mixer here. Someone here could be a baker or like to bake. That could also be an activity that you could be planning on doing something nice for your person and make them some like nice sweet treat. This double decker bus. This makes me think about England, but also it makes me think about like just going on a vacation, going somewhere, going on a trip, kind of in a touristy kind of way. Music here. We've got a cat, an owl, and a fish. Also have an angel here. Someone could have like I just heard earth angel energy. There is transformative times coming up here with this butterfly as well. Like I just heard glow up. Maybe you recently went through a glow up, and that's going to be bringing on some of this next chapter here. This little one here talks about being given life and how life is given to be able to, like, in a multiplicative kind of way. Basically, it says God gave you a conception and from it make another. And you could maybe even be getting together with this person in a very serious type of way and maybe like growing a family. Because we do also have I love you to the moon and back. And if you already have a child, we have a charm here that talks about having a sister. So there could be maybe someone bringing in like a little baby girl. There could be a little sister coming in, baby on board with the the charm in the bus. I'm telling you, when I see something, I have to say something. Ooh, those are all interesting little tidbits. And we have the little Mickey Mouse key here too. Somebody could be a Disney person, someone who really enjoys, I just heard Disney classics, so maybe the older Disney movies. And look, another musical note here. This cat is giving me two different things. I just probably because of the Disney reference that I just brought in. It's also making me think about Aristocats. But before I was going to say that, I was going to say the positioning and the shape of the eyes here is making me think about like Egyptian vibes. You could also resonate with like ancient Egyptian lore and culture. Well, we have a smattering of little gemstone pieces here too, but it's kind of a little bit of everything. And when I see that, it really makes me think about balancing and aligning and just clearing your chakras. That's a message for someone for sure. Always good to do routinely when you're able to. You're going to enjoy some good meals with this person. You're going to enjoy many, many instances of working together and kind of sharing cultural experiences, whether it's food, music, sightseeing. This is all really beautiful. And once again, my eyes here, as I'm getting ready to close out the reading, are going back to this beautiful, happy home. And I see the tree there. It looks like it does not have its leaves. It could be in the fall. And I'm also thinking that's like really kind of like fall, winter, then into spring energy. So it goes along with that energy of the butterfly as well, a period of transformation and newness that leads to something even more beautiful. I'm so grateful to be able to pull all of this through for you today. Thank you so much for taking the time out to spend with me. Until we see each other in the next one, I hope you do take good care of yourself. Bye for now.